Wow, it has been a minute since I stitched this design, and I can tell I'm out of practice. How can I tell? Well, first, my machine doesn't have stitch regulation, and so my speed at which I'm stitching is very inconsistent, and therefore my stitch length is inconsistent. And it's inconsistent because I have not practiced this stitching path, this design, in a long time. It's called shooting star. It's basically the star at the end of a curved line, but it also requires backtracking, which is technically a intermediate skill, but it's worth learning. What is backtracking? It's stitching over previous stitching to get to the next position to create a continuous design. So backtracking can be challenging, but let me tell you, it is worth learning and practicing because it opens up a whole new world of free motion quilting designs when we can backtrack. So I practice on a 9 by 11 quilt sandwich, which is basically a fat quarter, cut in half and then cut in half again. I fill the whole thing so that I can figure out where my weaknesses are and what I need to do when I go to the quilt. And this is the quilt. This is the Pathways quilt. I'm using this quilt as an example of how I plan out my machine quilting, step by step, from picking designs, inspiration to picking designs, and then my practice sessions, and then how I eventually stitch it in the quilt.